helping the problem.
Really,
I
why?
try to support these men, and I actually have relationships with all of these men that are in my DMs.
So you are cheating on your
worker.
man
that is
emotionally.
Well, what if the women who are
man's charity?
Wait, are you talking about the girlfriend experience or giving your OF subs the girlfriend experience?
Yes, I am. And I am being there for them in all of their problems, all of their needs. And I try to get them to achieve for something higher.
But aren't they just paying you to, like,
you
to give
don't
them
know
that?
what they pay me for.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I don't.
that could be another woman, and I mean, you're a beautiful woman. You obviously are not going to, like, let's say you attract guys that are 8 and above, and that's who you're attracted to. Okay, so if there's a 4, he's never gonna have a chance with you. Honestly, just hear me out. Okay, let's say he's the same. He's a great guy, but then there's an 8, and he has the same makes the same amount of money, same personality, all this stuff. You're probably gonna choose the 8. Maybe not, but probably. So if there's a 4, and he could find a woman who's a 4 or a 5, and she could provide that emotional support that you believe you're providing him, and the physical intimacy that he's providing. Isn't that better? Isn't that better to let their relationship, rather than, I mean, in some ways it's kind of self-serving to be, oh, I'm the woman that's supporting this man, and I'm giving him what he needs, and I mean that's a very entitled.
The problem is that all women date up. All women date up.
Okay, so a 3, fine.
That's
he
the
dates.
problem.
That's not true.
No, it is true. It's true.
I've seen some of the most like.
It's true. It's true.
I agree with Riley.
Okay, so
it's
a
true.
3. It doesn't. It really doesn't change the argument. Make the girl a 3.
No. Say your point. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think in the past it was more common for women to date up. I think now people, at least in my age range, even from my own personal experience, date men who are just such bums who are not deserving of them. Because I did it for 2 years.
But I think we're talking about sexual market value, so like hotness.
Okay,
so girls go for like low value hot, like the guy who's a total scrub and wants to live in your car, but he'll give you some good dick. Like, you'll go for that guy. But I think what you're trying to say, I'll just say it in a more blunt way, is that we're kind of sick of the bullshit that these OnlyFans girls are like your friend and they're doing charity work, and I'm helping the lonely men out there. I'm helping them. I'm counseling them. I talk to them. That's not helping them. If it was helping them, you wouldn't be charging them money.
No. I get it. I understand. And I agree. I think that women posting inappropriate pictures online is making it easy for these men. They don't have to work to achieve these women anymore, you know? And I get it. I fully do. But the content that I produce on a daily basis, I'm very strongly I'm very strongly opinionated on all of these things, and I really want to make sure that men are striving to be the best that they can be.
And so really not your fault. The man finds an actual woman in the flesh.
It would be called Only Friends. It would be called Only Friends, and you'd be Saint Riley, the Only Friends girl who's going to help you.
I'm just saying, out of all of the OnlyFans girls, I am the best one because I genuinely care about the men on the platform.
You care about them?
Yes, no, because all of the content that I produce is for the men. It's for the men.
You care about the quality of their
no. My social media content.
Okay.
My social media content.
So what is it that you're doing that's charitable and helping them?
I put out content that shows that feminism is not the way to go. I don't agree with feminism. I think that what would solve all of our problems is if we stopped oppressing people like Andrew Tate.
Pandering.
But do you think?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Do you realize you're helping the incel?
I'm serious.
She's doing it for clickbait.
That is not true.
Here's the thing, though.
I think that if women just stayed at
realize
home and did their jobs, cook, clean, suck, fuck, everything would be so much
Do you
easier.
realize you would be burned at the stake for everything you're doing right now if feminism wasn't in power?
Oh,
do you have any idea?
I'm
They would call you a witch and they would burn you at the stake, and all the other women would attack you.
Should.
Well, I don't know about that, but
We're gonna do a YouTube poll. Should we burn Riley?
I think that would be.
I'm kidding, Riley. I'm kidding. Wait, let's do a couple chats, then we'll come back to this topic. We have Vinny Viddy Cringy. Can I have you read the chats?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Giving you a job here.
All right.
Into the mic. No, like out loud, not in your head.
Emirates. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. I swear.
Speak into your mic.
Okay. Fly Emirates. Oh, damn.
There it is. Go ahead.
Fly Emirates girl is fundamentally asking my philosophy. I'm dyslexic, guys.
It's
you
okay.
chose the wrong person
You got it.
to
You got
read.
it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. You got this.
Philosophical conundrum. Can you manipulate someone into freedom? To
Let's
which
go.
I'm not sold on it being possible.
You fucking killed it. You did great. That was beautiful. Do you want to
Women
respond to
supporting
that
women.
really
Let's all
quick?
applaud.
Really quick.
Wait, can I
response?
see it again? I'm sorry. Or
Okay.
The
All
gist
right.
of it
Third
was
time,
he doesn't
third
think that
time.
you can
Okay,
manipulate
okay,
people
it's
into
fine.
freedom.
okay, so personally, I don't necessarily think that would mean manipulation because, like I said, feminism doesn't really mean anything anymore, not necessarily, because there's so many different veins of feminism. There's veins of feminism that say, you know, we should live on an island away from men, and there's veins of feminism that say you should go on OnlyFans and, you know, do that or have casual sex like a man. So I'm just saying the most effective way to approach this issue that we both see is to use feminism to move forward. To
So this is psyop feminism back?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how
Grid
could
One
you?
Motorsports donated $200. The Soul Sucker 2000 in the blue sweater. If you wanted to help men, you would shut
I'm
down
aware.
your off, get married and be a proper submissive wife. You won't, because you are a degenerate. Get some help.
Yeah, how
Stop
many
it.
dicks have you sucked?
Get some help.
How many do you think? Because I'm
Not
sure
you,
it would
I was
surprise
talking
me.
to him. I had your back
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah, thank you, Grid One Motorsports. Appreciate it, man.
I love when here's my problem with all these like incel chads on the internet who can be chads on the
You
internet.
don't want to call
okay?
Grid One
I don't.
He's not his top donor.
I know Grid One. He actually saved me from a bear once, believe it or not.
Okay, all right. Well, I
We
apologize.
were camping.
but maybe not him. But there's a lot of these guys who are like, be a
Lol
submissive
Paladins
wife.
donated $200. We don't need to waste money on a steak and fire. Get the rocks.
Get the rocks.
Shut up.
Yeah. Abdul? Yeah. Get the rocks. Get the rocks.
Sorry, Riley. Getting
It's
the
all right.
rocks and the fire, I guess. Okay, here, hold on. Really quick, back to your point. So you're saying we need to take control of feminism?
yeah, kind of. I mean, there already is.
Wait, should it be the men or the women who take control of feminism?
I guess both.
But
How much manpower are you going to need for women to take back feminism?
Well, I'm not denying.
sounds
Hey,
like
listen,
a lot of manpower you're
we
gonna
got a
need.
lot of male beta simps already in the feminist movement. Just use them. I mean, they're more of a liability.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, I'm not saying that men are as powerful as women or that women have more influence over men or anything. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that feminism is obviously very influential, as you guys have, mentioned. And
because it's basically selling something that appeals to our kind of the things that give us pleasure right away, our instant gratification. I understand what you're saying. I just don't think it would work because, first of all, like you said, there's so many divisions of feminism.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
So all you're gonna do is create another ineffective chapter.
Why would it be ineffective? I mean, I'm just saying in my experience.
What's your opposition to calling it something else?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I've been asking.
wait, Rachel, don't you think what ought to take over feminism it's not a replacement of, it's not a change of feminism. It is just I don't know if it's the reintroduction, but patriarchy.
Yeah, I think that patriarchy is inevitable. We're still under a patriarchy, but there were a few beta cuck simps that convinced everybody that this women's liberation stuff was a good idea. And those people happen to be powerful industrialists. It's always like a Bill Gates or a Rockefeller, right? They're a nerd. They're sexually unsuccessful. They become successful in business. They get a lot of money, and they're like, I'm going to push this destructive, awful shit on everybody else. And it opens up the way for those beta type of guys to be able to get some. But that might be the only place that you and I would disagree, is that I am pro-patriarchy. I'm not really against feminism. I don't like to define
I'm
myself
not sure that I'm
by-
anti-patriarchy, but I do think here's something that people need to understand. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So it doesn't matter. Right now, I think we're actually living under a female-dominated society.
Yeah.
And you see this because of the way that women are kind of, shrieking about not being able to kill their own children, which is a whole other thing.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200.
We'll do some more chats. We'll read more chats after this.
Sorry, I didn't know.
I have been married 19 years with
married.
2 kids.
2 kids.
You all
Good
pale
for
in
you.
comparison
Congrats.
to my wife. You
Oh,
degenerates need to wake up and see reality for the first time.
I like that he supports his wife.
You know
That's
what's interesting
wonderful.
with Grid One, dude? For some reason, they always call you. They go to the incel. Why you got
Because he
2
always
kids
quotes
and,
the incels.
All
Well,
right.
I will say this really quick before we move on, which is that you're right that it's a very gynocentric system we're living under.
Noah donated $200.
Yo, thank you, Noah. Appreciate
BTW
it.
Rachel. Andrew says go bring him a beer. Yeah.
I would if I was there, Pumpkin, but I'm not. You have to have one of the children slaves do it.
Wait, is that your son?
No.
Oh, okay. Or one of your kids?
Just, he's going to have to rely on child labor since I'm not there right now, is all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. No, what we have is feminized men running things, and then they put all the Rockefellers are literally the ones that helped create women's studies and the Ford Foundation and put these man-hating lesbian separatists in charge of all of the university women's studies departments, giving them institutional power, et cetera, et cetera.
You've never been to college. How do you know who's in charge of the women's studies departments?
Because you can literally look it up.
I know, but
you can just Google it.
I actually go to these schools.
Have you been to Africa?
I actually go to these.
Do you know that there's black people in Africa?
I actually go to school, and I've actually interacted with professors and been in many classes.
You went to one school. You had your personal experiences of your interactions.
And
with
I have
professors.
never ever met a communist professor, genuinely poli-sci department.
Well, they're not going to say I'm a communist, but they'll have.
Yes,
they won't.
Why would they say it?
They don't consider themselves communists.
They will promote.
Then they're not communists. You
That
don't
doesn't-
promote.
that-
Do you think you can be a
They'll
secret
say I'm a
communist?
Marxist. They'll say, "Oh,
I have met a Marxist professor, but one.
There's lots of
That's
them.
the same
Also,
thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Marxism. I'll say that.
Well, here we have the problem.
Yeah,
this is
that's
the
exactly
Wait,
this
isn't
is the
Marxism
problem.
communism?
It is. Marxism
Well,
is
they'll
the school
say,
that communism.
"Oh, it's socialism. I'm a social democrat." It's all this. It's all the same shit.
Well.
It's just
Wait, so
levels.
if a Marxist is a communist,
I was gonna say I have. Then I have met one
you're
communist
retracting your
professor
statement?
actually, but it was not in the women's studies department. It was in the comparative literature.
I do got to
department.
read a couple chats here, then we'll come back to things. Guys, like the video. This is a fantastic panel. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. If you like the show so far, like the video, please. It helps us out in the algorithm. Really quickly, we'll do Twitch. Guys, twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow in the Prime sub if you have one. We're streaming on Twitch. We're going to be doing off streams with Madison when she's back. Drop us a follow in the Prime sub if you have one. Thank you guys for all the tier 1s, primes, gifted subs. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And we have 2 chats. We have a couple chats and then a couple super chats. We have Nathan V. I'm going to have you read this one. Go ahead. Into the mic, please.
Yeah, sorry, I have really bad eyesight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read
You got it.
But 10 years military service, first to see women in combat.
MOS.
Most of them quit by getting pregnant or faking injuries. Equality in relationships.
We are not the same.
We're not the same.
We're not the same.
Follow Allie Drummond because she has a lot to say about that, and she has got a
She's been on the
fantastic
show.
YouTube
She's
channel.
been on the show before, yeah. Can we have you read this one, please? Into the mic.
Men have to be exceptional to potentially sleep with an average woman. Average woman can sleep with exceptional men, like breathing.
This is true.
That's what I was saying before.
Hold on.
That's what I was saying
Her
before.
story is an exact example of a below average man sleeping with. I believe you're higher than him.
Well, are we talking like looks wise or like inside?
He's not exceptional at all. He's sleeping in your car.
Well, granted, she's in college, right? So, I mean, are we expecting a 18, 19, 20-year-old man to be making 6 figures?
I don't expect him
No.
to be living in the same car as the girl he's sleeping with. And
mean,
if you cannot have a place where you can sleep with her, you shouldn't be sleeping with a girl.
And the
period.
amount of money you make doesn't correlate to whether or not you're a high value man.
You don't think so? You don't
No,
think it
I
would mean
think
that you have any high value qualities if you make a lot of money? You have to
that's
have
not what
you
she
have to
said.
have
Did I
She didn't
say,
say
yeah,
none.
yeah, did I, yeah. So I think being a provider, does that correlate with being a hard worker? It can. Not always, but it can. But I think it's much more admirable and much more difficult to be a man of character. I think that's
You think that's
significantly more
admirable?
impressive.
Of course it is.
What do you think is
Yes, I think that's admirable.
What do you think's like the most admirable characteristics a man can have?
Seeker of God, lover of God.
And why is that?
Because I think that's the highest calling a human can be. Someone that wants to emulate the life of Jesus Christ is the hardest and most challenging path to pursue, and it leads to a person who is is righteous.
Men of character create good societies for people. Men who pursue money at the expense of everything, basically, I mean, that's what we have now. I can't get into it because there's some words we can't say here. But, if you take a look, the men that are ruling our society have pursued money at all lengths. And in that span, they have used and brutalized tons of people. which I don't know if you guys are into this conspiracy particularly, but we do have our CIA and Israel's CIA, Mossad. Can't say that. Can't say.
We're not going to get into fucking Israel, Palestine.
I'm not getting into that. I'm getting into the secret agencies, CIA, Mossad, and MI6, which is Britain's. Why can't I say that? They're 3 major power secret agencies.
Okay, I thought you were going.
No,
I don't want to talk about.
no.
Talking about intelligence.
I'm talking about these 3 major intelligence world powers who work together to get blackmail information on people who are not
Shout
a
out
character.
Whitney Webb. Read Whitney Webb's books on this. It's very well documented. She's
All
right.
right, let me read some chats
There's
here.
a little thing we're missing about patriarchy, which is that feminism destroyed the hierarchy
Doc Venabilly
within
donated
patriarchy, which results in what you're talking about.
Right.
Blue t-shirt bimbo. I dare you to go to Versailles in Miami and say that. Can you tell us how many people have died under Marxism and all its failed iterations? I'm sure Leo can answer that for you.
More people have died under
what's
Marxism.
Versailles?
Versailles is in Paris, in
No, but
France.
she
I think
says
they're
in
talking about a
Miami.
Cuban neighborhood. All the people who are Cuban refugees.
Yeah, all the
of
rich
communism.
Cubans, all
Versailles.
the rich like slave-owning Cubans who fled.
Slave-owning Cubans. Here we go.
Just kidding.
Oh,
But
but
if they were fleeing Cuba, then they were probably. We don't need to get into that.
well, did you know that more people have died because of communism and Marxism than all of the religious wars put together?
That is untrue.
Okay.
She's from Eastern Europe, and those people could tell you a thing or two about what
it's
My
horrible.
ancestors
did.
are from
Yeah.
Russia.
Well, then.
Okay, so what's the number of people that have died in religious wars, and what's the number that have died under communism?
I don't know, but I know for a fact.
So
that
how'd you
is
know it
not
wasn't true? Okay,
I know
but
for
then tell me the
familiar. I'm
numbers.
familiar with the Black Book of Communism, and like, all these people have died under communism, including people who just died natural deaths. Like,
But you
Do you
understand
think starvation
how
is natural
weak
death?
your
I mean, how many
argument is.
people have died
Do you
like
know
under
about the-
capitalism in wars
Do you know
induced
about
by capitalist interests?
Do you know about the Bolshevik Revolution having killed 20 million people? You never hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other revolutions that have killed
Sure,
other people for other reasons.
The Chinese Communist Revolution, the revolution under Pinochet. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
could
don't-
keep going.
I don't.
And every single one of those systems have resulted in
Guys,
a
hold on.
lower
We'll come
standard
back.
of living.
Look, if you got, we'll talk about that later. Let me get through the chats, please. All right, we have Jerk Off Juggernaut. Brixton, I know you're still hung up on that flannel, and although they don't have the same scheme, Legendary Whitehall, they have some really nice color blends. Give it a peep. Unfortunately, just not the same blend. Oh yeah, this is from a couple shows ago where I was trying to buy a like a red, gray, black flannel off of a lesbian, and she refused to sell it to me. I offered her $150 for the flannel. I like flannels, and bro, you guys, literally 100 people sent me, here's the flannel, and you sent me like green, like not even anywhere. I don't know if y'all are colorblind or some shit. Y'all sent me the wrong shit. When I say I want a specific flannel, I don't want any flannel. I want
Maybe it's
that
just because
flannel
you wear
with
the
that-
green one so often. They just thought you might need an extra one to cycle in. I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay. We have Pinkerton. Thank you for the euro. Thank you. Sorry, bro, I can't get Super Chat through on Streamlabs. She knows nothing, prattles for an hour, then begrudgingly agrees. We already established this when she got cooked in the one-on-one. Oh, I think this is for you. Cooked on the one-on-one with Andrew. Also, if you don't believe in Jesus, take off the cross. Christ is God.
I don't think I begrudgingly agree. I might have gotten cooked, but also Andrew is a 40-year-old man who debates for a living, and I have never debated in my life, so.
Well, you're doing pretty good, you know, even though I disagree with you.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
do not agree with Andrew.
We have Jerk Off Juggernaut. Brian, this has to be the most based episode you've ever had. Feminist brains exploding live. Brain matter all over the place. Right. Meow. Yeah, this is a really good panel. Very good panel so far. We have Jerk Off Juggernaut. God is a 33-year-old dude. These modern women are the reason I prefer to stay single. Y'all need to wholeheartedly take in what Rachel and your raven-haired elder are speaking on.
I like
Shit's real. All right, thank you guys.
That's going to be my new handle.
Raven-haired elder.
I have a question. I'm not trying to walk back, but you said that patriarchy would be a good prescription rather than feminism. Is that what you're saying? Or I just want to clarify. Because I thought that the problem was that men have power over women when it comes to sexual relationships. So how would giving men more power?
Women are giving away their power.
Okay, then how do we?
It used to be that like 100 years ago, upwards of 97% of women were virgins on their wedding night. And even if you don't believe that and you think a lot of them were lying, let's just say it was 70%. Let's just say it was 70%.
Let's
okay.
say.
that still gives men a great incentive to wife you up if they expect sex. When half or more of the women are giving away the milk for free, why buy the cow? And men don't. Men don't anymore. They just don't.
We don't.
But they're also suffering because of that.
They are.
Because they've lacked
they
their
found
their
out
purpose.
it's a bad
Yeah.
deal because
Suffering.
now they're all stuck in family court dealing with that nonsense.
Well, there's that, and also they're not living up to their purpose, so they have no sense of purpose or fulfillment. They're
Right.
also depressed.
Well, then
Also
wouldn't
depressed.
we want to talk to the men about that? It seems like
Well, we do. That's what the
Also
whole.
depressed.
That's kind of what this podcast is about, really. I mean,
The problem is they shut it down everywhere. They've shut it down literally everywhere.
Shut what down?
Shut down what?
That's why I'm saying if everyone just listened to Andrew Tate, everything would be fine.
Are you
I'm
trying?
serious.
Is Andrew Tate your high value boyfriend?
No.
Is that what we have going on here?
No, but
personally,
but all of the beliefs that he tries to push to the public, it's about the patriarchy. Women should stay home, cook, clean, have kids, be a good mom. It would solve all of the issues.
But then why are
Andrew
you doing
Tate.
that?
Andrew
You're not
Tate.
doing that.
I would just say this. Andrew Tate is the reason women should have their own bank accounts. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now.
And why is that?
Because listen, I like Andrew Tate. I think he's fun. I like his brother too. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Okay, but if you've never been in a relationship with an Andrew Tate type, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Those people do not know how to maintain their healthy boundaries in a way where they don't actually use their power against women. And I know you probably.
I don't think they do use their power against women.
I think that lots of them do, and that's actually what I think.
They just want a traditional wife.
Doesn't he
Doesn't
literally
everyone
have,
want
like,
a
traditional.
wife?
If they wanted a traditional, first of all, if they wanted a traditional wife, they would be monogamous with the wife, having kids, all that jazz.
Andrew Tate says he is monogamous.
To each of his women
him?
individually.
I'm not sure if that's true.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate's
On
got.
top of that, why do you glorify someone that would literally look down on you so much?
It's not
Like,
looking
he
down
doesn't-
to
everything
be a
you
mother.
do
to,
is what
to
he
want
doesn't
your
like.
wife to be a good
Then
mother.
why aren't you?
But there's lots of other higher value
Why
men
aren't
that
you
believe
being a
that.
wife and a mom? Why are you being an OnlyFans girl who's counseling the lost young men?
Well, you don't
Like,
even know
She's
what
right.
I post on OnlyFans.
But I know that you're not married and having children.
Well, that's true. I'm
with
also
your high
20.
value man.
No, but that's not true. You don't know that that's not in the workings. All that I want is to be married and is to have kids and take care of them. That's
You
all
think
that I
that's
want.
Probably not going to
that's-
happen with this
I love
guy.
to hear that, but why? How does having the OnlyFans get you there?
Well, you don't even know what I post on my OnlyFans.
Do you
but the guy
post-
that I'm
Why don't you
currently-
tell us
you
what
said
you
you're a
post?
virtual
Show
influencer.
us! We
Tell
want to
us
see
what you
it!
post.
I thought you
I don't know
said
if I
that
want to
you're a
see it, but you
I
could.
think you guys are just asking to see it at this point.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Well,
curious.
do
I've
you
never
post
been.
promiscuous
I've never been on
content? I think
OnlyFans.
It's just her
Point.
quoting Andrew Tate.
I'm just saying, it's not looking down at a woman to want her to take care of her kids, be a good wife, be
But plenty
a
of
traditional
men
mother.
think
I have an
And
OnlyFans
nurture.
too, and I just
You
read.
do?
I read Ted Kaczynski's books and tell everybody what a simp they are. No, I don't have an OnlyFans.
I know.
But that's what it would be if I did.
You can find her at the Raven-haired elder.
Thank you.
That's right.
But so why don't you support somebody like Andrew Tate? Because you seem to
Well, I'll tell
have
you.
very similar
Yeah.
values to what he supports.
I'll tell you why. And the reason is because Orthodox Christianity, in my opinion, is the thing that gives women the value. And when we talk about equality, I don't like the word, but if you want women in a high position where they are venerated as mothers and wives, Orthodox Christianity, the Christianity of the first 1,000 years, is what did that. In the pagan world, there was no such thing. That didn't exist.
Correct.
Christianity is the first thing that introduced that. Now, Tate was on a path to orthodoxy. His brother, I think, is now.
I believe his brother's definitely Christian. He's Muslim.
Right, and Islam, I think, is demonic heresy.
Don't go to any Muslim countries; they're going to kill you.
I know.
The views
I have
expressed,
no plans
the views
to go
expressed
there.
by the whatever panelists do not necessarily reflect the views of
Right.
the whatever podcast.
So, like, that's my opinion on it. And this whole, like, having, you know, all these sister wives and a harem and all this sort of thing, putting women in burqas is actually not great. I don't believe in
Yeah,
any
that's
of that,
toxic
so.
masculinity
Yeah.
right there.
That's what everybody
Wait, and so that's your
throws around
objection
this
with Andrew
term.
Tate?
Yeah.
Is his religion? Okay.
Well, I don't even know if I buy that he's religious, but his worldview, I think the reason he picked Islam is because he likes that worldview.
Okay.
So he says even though he's doing a bunch
Anyways,
of
I'm not
haram
really
shit.
interested in talking about Andrew Tate, to be honest. But you want to make a different argument? Or?
No, I'm just saying that, like, if we all listened to him, everything would be fine.
That's crazy. Sorry, that's crazy.
What's crazy?
That if we listen to Andrew Tate, everything would be fine. Like, that's just fucking crazy. Like, you don't even, it doesn't make sense coming from someone like you, especially.
Coming from me?
That does.
You don't know me. You don't know anything about me.
I know what you do.
You
I
probably
know
don't
the
even know my name.
basics.
Do you know my name?
What's her name?
I don't know your.
Tell us her
I
name.
know you do OnlyFans, and I know that's something that he looks down on, and it just doesn't
Even
make
though
sense.
he made
You're
all his
all
money
getting
out
the
of that.
kitchen.
He actually says
You're
that he
all-
doesn't look
You're
down
all
on me.
just
Be free
saying
chat.
get in the
But I know-
kitchen and stuff like that. You need to get the dick out your mouth, bro. Like, honestly, you got the dick in your mouth.
Wait, figuratively or literally?
You got Andrew Tate's dick, shaft, and balls.
Would you
down
fuck
your
Andrew
throat.
Tate? Speaking.
What
would
do you
fuck-
mean? What do you got to ask
No,
that question?
I am 100% loyal to my boyfriend.
Who's Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Apparently.
I am 100%
But would your
loyal to my
boyfriend give you a pass to like smash Andrew Tate?
Absolutely not.
Not e-
Absolutely not.
Doesn't
If
your
you were
boy-
single, would you then?
I don't want to talk about
Would
that
you
because
give
that's
you-
disrespectful to
Would
him.
you give your boyfriend a pass to smash Andrew Tate?
He would
Hell
not do that
yeah.
because he's not gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know,
he's
I was
not
just
gay
checking.
yet.
A lot of
Not
dudes
yet.
are kind of
He's
gay
not
for
gay
Andrew
yet.
Tate.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
This is just an extended advertisement for her OnlyFans. I hope everyone is enjoying it.
She's
Hey, what
help-
about mine?
She's helping people. She's helping. It's a charity, really.
We have a chat here. The real Natch. Wait, actually, like the mine. Isn't that the Minecraft guy? Anyways, can I have you read that?
Okay. Men who are great in all departments all like multiple women. They settle down with one, but they will always want a variety for sex. That's true. Women in black sounds bitter. Is that me or?
That's me. That's me.
Okay.
I'm the bitter one.
Okay.
I already told you I have a disease.
Can we run it back?
Oh,
I wasn't quick enough.
I'll just read it. It was just promiscuity. Promiscuity doesn't affect a man.
Sure.
That's what he said.
I've seen it.
I mean, if he gets herpes, it would affect
No, it
him.
affects their ability to bond as
No, it
well.
doesn't.
Okay.
Because men don't have emotional sex unless it's
No,
a
well,
one-
maybe not
No,
with
actually,
you.
wait, we were talking about this shit last show. I actually disagree. Like, if a guy fucks enough women, you're familiar with the term alpha widow, right?
Yeah.
So, like, once a girl lands on a guy who's like, he's exceptional in some metric or in many metrics, so he could just be super attractive, really good in bed, really high status, rich, personality-wise. It's going to be very hard for her to, like, go back in that dimension. So if she dates a guy who has his own place, it's going to be hard to go back to the guy who lives in a dorm room with 3 people.
Exactly.
Once you have that experience,
For
it's
sure,
hard to move back.
which is why.
But guys can have that same shit we were talking about in the last show. For example, if you're a dude and you get with the girl who, like, gonna get a little sexual here, if she just, like, can come super quick and just, like, has multiples, bro, you're fucked.
But here's the other thing too. This is the question, all
And I
right?
speak. Never mind.
If men if men can be promiscuous but women can't, who are they sleeping with? Each other?
Yes.
Your boyfriend's gay.
Checkmate.
No.
Do you think that your relationship
Wait,
is
what?
viable for long term?
I think so, yes, because I think that a man will
Excuse
settle
me?
down for one girl, but it's true. They're always going to want to have sex with other women because it's a natural instinct for them. It's a natural
Dis-
I know, but
Discipline, Riley.
humans
That is not
can be
true.
stronger than our natural instincts, and
But
that's
should
that's
they
what
be?
That's what separates us from like animals.
But should they be?
Thank you.
But
Like,
should
we're
they
not
be?
dogs.
No,
They're
we
just
should all
dogs.
go around randomly indiscriminately
here's the thing,
fucking
but here's
each
the thing.
other and stabbing everybody who pisses us off.
Because
That's
if
worked
it's
out
harder,
great.
Throwing every child over the freaking
Yeah.
rail. Of course we should.
because if it what
Okay, I have a question for you because you're friends with Riley, right? So you see the relationship dynamic here, how, like, she's closed but the boyfriend is open. So, like, he can fuck other chicks. Wait, are you involved with the boyfriend?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
But, like, would you have that same kind of scenario, having seen your friend in it?
No, I'm a very monogamous person.
So you would
And
demand monogamy
I
from
would-
your male partner?
I think you should respect me the same I respect you. So
Okay.
if I'm going to be loyal to you, you need to do it back. or
Riley,
else
what
I
do you
feel like
think
it's not
about
gonna
that?
work.
What do you tell your friends?
Also, being a Christian.
Wait, you're a
that
Christian?
is- yes, I am.
Which denomination?
So I'm
Heresy Church?
right now I go to a non-denominational church, but I'm still
he
kind of figuring it
listens.
out. It's kind of, for me, it's more of like a personal relationship with God. I'm still learning. I wasn't raised
I think we
Christian,
should
so-
shame her until she becomes Orthodox.
Have you been baptized?
Exactly.
I actually, yes, I got baptized 2 months ago
Yeah.
for the first time.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yeah, me and 3 of my friends all got baptized together. It was great.
Wait, and you have, like, an exclusive...
So
lingerie site or something?
No. So basically,
It's not OF,
fanfics is an OF. It's based. I would consider it more like a Patreon. So for me, it's literally like
what do you
it's
post?
like selfies.
What do you post on there?
At the most I've ever done is like I did like behind the scenes of like a beach photo shoot I did for a modeling job. Like I posted.
So you were
pictures
like
that.
in the bikini?
Yeah, and
Is
it was
it
like,
kind
but
of like
no, like I don't post anything with like my bun in it. Nothing that's like revealing up here. Like it's very.
So it's like basically your Instagram.
It's basically my Instagram, but it's
but
like
they
I would
have to
say
pay
it's
for
more.
your Instagram.
Yeah,
which is smart.
That's
which
a
is
normal
smart.
business model.
That's
in
way
I mean, I
smarter.
just like
yeah,
smart?
that's a totally
Well, I
normal
think it's
business
smarter than
model.
posting your Instagram pictures for free. That's what you were saying.
I'm
isn't
not
it?
saying that you should
Check
post
me,
your
yeah.
Instagram pictures for free.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's smarter for her to make people pay for her Instagram pictures.
if I
than
could
post
find a
them
way
for
to
free,
make
which is
money
what
off
you
of
said.
it,
I don't
I'm going
know.
to.
I actually said that I don't think it's right for women to be posting their pictures for free because I think that it makes
Right, that's
men
what I just said about
lazy.
her.
And
That's what I just said about her.
right, but you're saying that I said the opposite. I never said that.
No,
I never said that.
Can you hear anything I'm saying? I said you literally said the same thing I just said.
You said that I agreed with that. I should post things for free.
No. That she's being smart by not posting her selfies on Instagram for free.
Right.
She's charging money. That's what
Yes.
you said. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying you said.
Okay.
Right. We're clear?
Yes, we're
Cool.
clear.
I have a question.
We are clear.
Yeah.
Because you said, how do you know I'm not moving towards motherhood and all? So
Right.
how is this open relationship going to work when you have this man's child? Is he still going to be out with other strumpets?
How about when
When
you're
you
how
have a
about when you're
baby?
pregnant?
Well, here's the thing: is that I think with this type of relationship, there should be one main girl. I don't mind if he's,
Strumpet.
succumbing to these sexual desires that he wants to have. Because here's the thing: if you don't know about it, they're probably going to do it anyways.
I think you just make them have. It's
No, but I mean, like, what are you going to do when the
That's not
children,
true.
like, what if the children find out that, oops, daddy got his side girl pregnant? Or,
Just so you know, you're failing as a woman.
The children don't have to know about
Boom,
it.
shots fired.
Like, do
Are
you
gonna
think that he
you're
respects
just
her?
gonna let her say that?
Yeah, come on.
Riley.
I am not failing
Respond.
as a woman.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I would like to hear what you're talking
Okay,
about
so
exactly.
women in general, they have a higher tendency towards morality, even though we've been corrupted out of it.
Yes.
And what happens is women are the ones who hold men to a higher moral standard that they
Right.
have to aspire to meet.
Right,
So
for
when
sure.
you say, hey, it's okay for you to just follow whatever sexual instincts you want, you are failing your duty to inspire your man to actually try and control his lust.
because I am a
which,
high-value
if he
woman.
did, not really. If he did that, if he actually aspired to those higher values and actually tried to fight against his lust, he would actually find a bigger respect for himself and for you.
But why should he try to fight against this lust? If
Good question. Can I answer it? Can I answer why he should try to fight against this lust?
I'd like to hear it.
Because it actually leads to a deeper fulfillment and a more expansive sense of your own humanity when you do that. You realize you are more than just your animal-based instincts.
I'm
and that
sure.
is a wonderful, worthy goal
It's
that
great.
actually we are missing in our society.
No, and I do agree. But I think that if a man is high value enough and he's educated enough and has all of these characteristics to where he can be in that top 1% of man.
Okay,
that
Andrew
everybody
Tate,
wants,
it's ready for
that-
you to come out of this woman's body. Take off your disguise.
He should.
This is a deliverance.
No, that he should be able to reproduce with many women.
Okay,
because
what
he
are you
would
gonna?
want his
How are you?
DNA
What's the
to be
high?
spread.
How do you
your
define a high value
children,
woman? I really want to know. Is it your waist size? Is it because you've maintained a certain like? Is
No,
it your,
it's the
what-
qualities. It's the qualities that you have, referring to like motherhood, nurturing, being there for your
So
husband.
you're not a mother
supporting
yet.
him.
So
Right.
so tell me what the please list the qualities.
the qualities
First of all,
a high value woman.
I really want to hear what she has to say.
Okay,
what
sorry.
are the
It's someone who is a good mother,
Okay.
is not promiscuous,
okay?
takes
What?
care of her kids,
Okay.
takes care of her husband.
Okay.
Riley, can you scoot your mic that way?
Of course, yeah. Like
Patriarchy
this.
once again. Go ahead.
Okay. the characteristics: being a good mother, being nurturing, taking care of your husband, making sure that you're supporting him in his endeavors. And if that involves letting him, succumb to these sexual desires, I think that is fine.
Are you an
Because-
Enneagram 2?
What was that?
Do you know the Enneagram?
No, can you explain it to me?
She's a 2. She's I think
Oh,
so.
that's a
So
cult
what you're saying is
nonsense.
nurturing.
Right.
I thought you
So
were
you
Christian.
love-
You can't do Enneagram and be Christian.
I was going to tell you
Some
this:
Protestants
a
love it.
woman's only value comes from her tits and her ass. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Erroneous.
So I think it's
Erroneous.
interesting. So you're saying a lot about like nurturing.
Yes.
You're clearly a nurturing person. You care for your boyfriend. You're loyal to your boyfriend.
Yes.
You care about the men who like let's call them. They're not clients. What would you call them? You would call them fans.
I mean, I don't know what I would call them exactly.
But you care about them.
I care about
you
them,
perceive
yes.
them more than like other girls. Like you actually
Yes.
care about them. So
Yes.
that's a good thing. But don't you think there could be negative repercussions of and you say not promiscuous.
Right.
So how do you define promiscuous?
Promiscuous, posting things online, being in a bikini. No,
What do you do on OnlyFans?
Like what?
You're shocked.
I want to know.
What?
She's hyping up these dudes.
No, I'm just saying.
like
she
you
said
said,
she
you
donates
listen to all these
everything
things,
to
but
a
like you
men's
have it on your
shelter.
Instagram.
I don't have it on my Instagram.
You're losing your friend. Your friend's gone.
You will not find one bikini picture on my Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know how you managed to do this, but you alienated more of the women on this panel than I did.
And
You said you're a virtual stripper.
it's a joke. Have you ever heard of a joke?
You're not a stripper, though.
I'm
You
not a
don't.
stripper.
You don't have an OnlyFans.
What do you do on your? Are you promiscuous on your OnlyFans?
Guys, I know you guys all want to see it.
Well,
okay?
I'm just,
Are you a troll?
Well, I mean that's true. Like,
I've never seen fake tits in my life, so I want to see
do
it.
you pose naked?
I wanna
Can
see it.
ask that? Is the content to make men feel valued, but also to make them aroused? Is your content is there a dual purpose for your content? Because I think I'm hearing you say that you want men to feel valued, and I think that's awesome.
Yes.
Doc
One
Venabilly
sec here,
donated
guys.
$200.
Yo, thank you, Doc.
Blue Bimbo 1, 100M. Blue Bimbo 2, you are not a high value woman. You are a doormat. You are a
Okay.
whore and a
Hey!
concubine.
Be nice.
Hardly a high value woman.
Be nice.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't think that you're either of those things.
Get some help.
I think that you have beautiful qualities. Like you are very nurturing. You are caring. You want men to do well. I think it's hard because
Erroneous.
I think there
Erroneous.
are.
Sorry, Riley.
I think there is enough evidence to show that I think you can showcase these qualities in ways that could be potentially more productive and even more powerful, and even using like your beauty and your nurture and your kindness and your concern for men, and that doesn't have to be through this venue of arousal.
Have you seen any of my content on any of my social
Hold on.
media
Hold on.
platforms?
Wait. Let me just kind of like. This could be like a 20-minute conversation. I'll just like save us all a bunch of time. Porn bad, OF bad, cool. Let's move on. So Nickelodeon, men should be allowed to act on all desires. What else has he done to you to make you think this way? For the first time, I'm genuinely concerned for a woman on the show. JK, gotta be a troll.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, final thing, but I want to talk about your weird situationship for too long.
If a man is able to be successful in the top 1%, he obviously has some very important qualities that, would make it. Wouldn't you want your DNA to be passed on to future generations if you are that high value?
Wait, but is he impregnating the other women he's sleeping with?
No.
I don't know.
What do you mean
know.
you don't know?
I don't know. I have no
You
idea.
think that's
The
his
minute he
intention?
impregnates another one of those women, you are no longer top chick.
That's
it.
Listen,
Well,
all
are you the main piece?
yes.
He
The main
tells
piece
her
and he
she's
has
the main
side
piece.
chicks? Okay.